Hey Tankers, Bonsai Duck here. Today we are in my Type 64. We are on the EU server. I recently went back and started playing my EU account again. I originally had built the EU account to do two things. One, to see if I were a newer player, knowing what I know now, would my win rate be different? Because right now I'm sitting in somewhere at a low 48, right? Although my WTR is in the mid 5,000s, my personal rating. But if I was to start over, would I be better than I am now? Or I get in my head, what I say is because I have so many games under my belt, it's going to take me a long time to achieve the win rate percentage that I feel I should be at. I feel I should be somewhere in the neighborhood of 50. Okay. Now, anyway, so I had originally started the EU account with that premise and also to start posting over on the forums over there. I stopped playing my EU account because I was struggling on both the EU and the North American, really went into just a tailspin. So I stopped playing it just to focus on getting my game back in order. So anyway, restarted. I've been grinding the credits, so I've been playing a lot of the Type 64, and I have it set up for really just kind of a bush sniper. I got camo on it, got the exhaust, and I've got the binos on it. So, I mean, I've got this thing up for passive scouting. I don't have any gold loaded. I just have AP and heat, or I'm sorry, HE. So, that's kind of what's going on the EU server. You expect to see more games as I get through there. I've gone through and cleaned out the garage, figured out the lines that I want to go down, and I'll be grinding them here. So you'll see more games. Anyway, we're on Tundra in a standard battle in a Tier 7, Tier 6 game. Spawned over on the north side, and I'm headed over here to a nice little bush right in this area here, which is if you can get a quick light or, small TD like this or an E25 or something, this is good because it gives you shots. It allows you to light this area up. Allows you to light this area up and this area up and can give you shots on all three of them. All right. So anyway, the EU, well, it's a different meta than the US. I find it to be a little bit more campy. I tend to try to play the maps the same way that I play on the North American side. And sometimes it works out well for me. Sometimes it doesn't. But, sometimes I just startle the hell out of him. Like, where did he come from and what is he doing here? Anyway, here we go. As you can tell, I have my Pepto-Bismol camo on. And I'm going to get right up in this bush. Knocking a tree down. There's really no way to get up here without hitting those trees, which kind of sucks. All right. And there's the Type 64. Lit him up. Here comes a Hellcat. And we put a shot into him and fall back. I do not have 6th Sense on this crew, so a lot of this I am probably sticking my nose out where it shouldn't be. We got KB85 over here. Yep, put a little shot into him. And they have taken a hill. Boy, they have taken a hill. Okay, and there's a shot back from somebody. Spotting damage on Mr. KB85. I see a little AMX-12 over here, and I'm like, okay, what's he doing? Now we got a 3485 over here. And, this was, early in me going back to the EU server, so I was still kind of trying to figure out what's going on. I end up playing the EU server more later in the evening, US time, like about 5 p.m., which is later in the evening over there, so I'm not really seeing a large group of players. But, so some of the games take a little longer to load up just because of the, I guess most of them are playing upper tier tanks. Anyway, trying to move in here. What I'm trying to do is get into this KB85. I can get in behind him, but he's going to sit over there and kind of do that. And I'm like, okay. Oh, any shots over here? Anything? Anything? No, nope, nothing there. KB1S is pushing in. IS2 over there. There's their Type 64. Not being very helpful at all right now. I'm not. And, that's part of the problem of trying to figure out, okay, where should I be? Because in the U.S., in the U.S., I would probably still be doing kind of the same thing. It'd be like, where can I be helpful? And it's being in a sniper bushwhacker kind of place for me. So I see the KV-85. He's just going to trundle up this road, and I'm like, okay. He takes a shot from the Eagle 7, and I'm like, okay. I'm not sure what he was doing. It's got to be, maybe it's a bot. Oh my God! And I bounced because I just tried third-person shooting. There we go. Papagio. Papagoo. Igu. And there's a shot into the turret. And he's trying to keep his armor towards me, but it doesn't work. Oh. Super Hellcat almost got me. He got a shot into me, so I got to watch out for that. And our team is slowly melting. Just slowly melting. Alright, there goes the Hellcat. Got some spotting damage on him. He didn't die, but he's definitely feeling the pain. And I have a feeling that they're going to push down the 9-0. They're going to push down that hill, and maybe I can get some shots on them. Again, not being very hugely active here, and I suppose I could be a lot more. What I should have done at this point was zip down the road and get in behind these guys, because it looks clear over here. I know there's two TDs somewhere. There's a Type 62, Type 64s, and a Hellcat up here. All right. So I probably should have gotten back over in here and tried to get some shots into the rear of him. Needless to say, I didn't do that. I thought for sure that 45 TP would push through. Like, he's going to charge through. He's going to charge through. Here comes the Eagle 7. They're not pushing in hard enough. The 3001P and the 3485 are holding them. Okay. Our 843 has the M44s on the run. See, he's already back there. And he got taken out by an M44. That okay, I'll watch out for this 122. And nothing from him. This is where I'm not being aggressive. I'm not being active. I'm just kind of sitting back waiting for them to drive into me. Here comes the Super Hellcat. A little spinorama. Mogram. I need to get rid of him. And I do. Now the Eagle 7's pushed through. Alright, so I should have stayed over there. Could have helped out the VK and the 3485 because that 7 came down the hill and I would have had shots on him. But I didn't. Again, another mistake. TP's running across. Can I get a shot into him? Can I? Take one from the Eagle 7 who's sitting right there, but I need to get the 45. Now I'm hoping those two guys can take care of the Type 64, maybe not. Auto aim. There's a shot into the Eagle. There's another shot into the Eagle. M44's in trouble. There's another shot in the Eagle. And he's down. So that leaves the Type and a Nashorn. And the 122. Type comes out. Managed to put a shot into him. Now I'm kind of wondering where the hell's that Nashorn at? But, well, I'll swing on this. Oh, M44 got me, stunned me. That's not good. And this was not the right spot to go into, I'm telling you right now, because I knew the Nashorn was somewhere behind me. I still can be RD'd from the M44. And that Type 64, all he's got to do is sit there and light me up, right? I should not. I should have vacated the area, fallen back to the west, and allowed them to come in and drive into my gun. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. As my mom was fond of saying, if wishes were horses, beggars would ride. All right, so they push in, and the S8's got to take on them. I'm going to try and swing around. Maybe I can get in behind these guys. And the M4 spotted me. So obviously, he hit me. So obviously, somebody spotted me. Like I said, I don't have 6th sense on this crew yet. So that makes it kind of difficult. Stunned. Type 64 takes out the M8. I probably shouldn't have done this. There's a lot of things I shouldn't have done. Take a shot from him, put a shot into him, but I'm not going to win this battle. Yeah. More stupidity. So, I did get a 2nd class out of that, and a fighter, and a fire for effect, and an Orklands medal. Destroyed 2 enemy tanks or tank destroyers in a light tank. 68,358 in credits. 1,661 in damage or in experience, and 20 bonds. But I made a lot of stupid mistakes in that game. I did 1,198 in damage. Got 4 kills for base XP of 538, which put me in number 1 for base XP, even though I wasn't number 1 in damage. Fired 14 shots. Of those, I got 14 hits, and of those 14 hits, I got 13 penetrations. So that was good. And I did manage a spot for 532. Still made some credits, made some decent experience. But like I said, it's playing over on the EU is challenging to me because I'm playing lower tier tanks, which I don't do well in. I'm playing a different meta, trying to figure that out. But I think I'm running somewhere in a 56% win rate. Granted, it's less than 200 games right now, so that's really not much to brag about. But I'm finding it enjoyable, and it's allowing me to go through and kind of pick out the lines that I want to push on. So anyway, like I said, you'll be seeing more. This was showing my noob abilities or my dumb play abilities. I had some good moves in there, don't get me wrong, but I had a lot of stupid plays in there too. So anyway, that's my Type 64 on Tundra in a standard battle on the EU server. If you liked the video, hit the like button. Keep those videos coming. I greatly appreciate it. Please remember to hit the subscribe button. This is Bonsai Duck out.